A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here now the first carry is a Falcon for the man coming home to Georgia, Todd Gurley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. This defense, of course, well aware of what Todd Gurley can do from his days in the NFC West. They had to game plan ways to stop him for 5 years as a member of the St. Louis and then later the L.A. Rams. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Call it a loss. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Jamal Adams, an all-pro for the first time a season ago, had a fumble return for a touchdown and a pick-6 last year, and he delivers another pick-6 right here. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
7, Falcons nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he's got room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
And there's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Play action, Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, Ryan. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That's the ball carrier. Andre Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
From the 17, Ryan. Flush to his right. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Bruce Irvin. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
To Chris Carson.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, it's Gurley. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off near the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do to his right and trying to shift the coverage also to the right. And
Ryan finding Julio out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10.
The tackle made.
Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst there to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Philip Dorsett on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And out across midfield, down to the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
1st down.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That play doomed from the start thanks to the defensive effort of Grady Jarrett. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Wilson after the play fake to Carson, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cameron Wake with a little wake-up call as he gets in there for the sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Well, they had the right down and the definite dip.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where. That's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter.
This is caught inside the 15. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the Seahawks 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Ryan's pass intended for Luke Stocker.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
A gain of a yard. And the Seahawks first down.
On first down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 54 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. 2
yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
First down.
Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again, Wilson. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. Here we go on fourth with Wilson. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at it.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And got his man complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 1.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown.
Philip Dorsett, 26 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
It's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
25-yard line.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 33 yards that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Number 20.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Take him down at the 11-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking, he's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the shotgun, Ryan. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That goes for a gain of 31. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10. At their own
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 50 yards. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Tyler Lockett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut it. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. That Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards that time. From midfield now, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Number 14, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
He is good. Makes the score.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 44 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bruce Irvin able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Looking downfield for Jones. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they try to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, 76 yards, and the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us.